You're listening to the Manifesting Miracles podcast. By tuning in today, you're dialing into your frequency of abundance. I'm Michelle J. Lamont, your manifestation master and guide. Ever since 2016, I've been obsessively dedicating my life to uncovering, dissecting, and analyzing every aspect of the practices and modalities in which we call manifestation. You see, you are truly more powerful than you can even imagine and fully capable of manifesting miracles on the daily. I'm going to teach you how to attract a life beyond your wildest dreams using your own divine power. So let's get started manifesting your miracles right now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is time for us to align with the divine, to see ourselves ready to manifest things into our reality, often duplicated, but never replicated. This is Manifesting Miracles, and it is time for you to manifest your reality. And if this is your first time listening to this podcast, well, buckle up, buddy, because the universe is prepared for you to manifest some incredible things into your reality, because when you are in the truest and the highest alignment of your vibration, you can unlock any vibrational path of attraction. You see, when you are in pure alignment, you are in your highest form. When you are in pure alignment, you are in your highest form. But what keeps us blocked? That is a very good question. And if you haven't listened to some of my other episodes on the chakras and what they are, I'm going to go over it today, but I'm creating a new course for the end of July called Manifesting Miracles Bootcamp. And this is going to take you from A to Z on manifesting. And one of the days and in one of the workbooks that we do over the 30-day period is talking about our chakra system and understanding that there are different affirmations for every chakra system. And in today's episode, I want to unlock that power within each of those chakras and discover the secret of the chakra affirmations, because so many of us simply use the I am affirmation. And if you're only using your root chakra affirmation, you're missing all of the other chakras, and you're not really understanding how to manifest beyond the root chakra, into the sacral, into the solar plex, keeping going into your heart chakra, into your throat chakra, and then you're going to move up your energetic campaign and you're going to go up to your anja, the third eye chakra. And then you're going to continue to elevate, my love, until you're all the way into your crown chakra. That's right. And don't forget that throat chakra. So as we start to manifest things into our reality, we have to understand that we are an energetic vibrational being. And if this is your first time tuning in, welcome, my love. I am Michelle Juanita Lamont. And it is my honor and my privilege to be a guide for you in this realm, to give you an opportunity to change everything in your reality right now. Are you prepared to change and to leave behind and to transmute everything you've ever known about manifesting? Because I want you to be the greatest and the highest version of yourself. I want you to understand how powerful you are. I want you to understand how loved you are, how protected you are. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not unseen. You're not unknown. You are loved. You are protected. You are guided. You are a divine light being. And in this realm, your angels and your guides were sick and tired of you not leveling up and stepping into the reality in which you came to manifest. Because really and truly, until I understood all of these different aspects, I was playing in a 3D reality, and the 3D reality it's a rigged game. It's like the casino. You lose every single time. That's one place I would never go, is a casino energetically. It's always the house that wins. But in this game called life, you're the creator of your reality. And you have a very, very powerful energetic system within your own human body anatomy. And today I want to unlock and discover with you and teach you how to use the secrets of your chakras and the different affirmations. So no matter what you do today, I'm going to ask you to please do me one favor. Go to iTunes, scroll down where you see the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of 5-star reviews, and write me a 5-star review, my love. That's the cost of admission today. I'm going to hold you to this. If you're listening, you owe me that. And if you've already done that, well, listen, I meditate on my listeners. I meditate on people who take my classes. I meditate on people who work with me one-on-one, because your energy and my energy are now unified. And if I can manifest anything, so can you. And if you don't know my story, I'm going to invite you to listen to episode 1 and episode 2, and then any other episode, because they're in no numerical sequence or order. Just allow your energy to guide you to what you need right now. But right now, I need you. I need you to listen with an open heart. I need you to understand that you are already creating, and I need you to hear what I'm about to say. I want to explore the fascinating world of chakras and how they enhance our lives, because chakras are very powerful energy centers within our celestial body that influence our physical, our mental, and our emotional well-being. And when they're out of order, and when you're not operating in a higher chakra spinning disc reality, you are going to feel depressed. You're going to feel like nothing is happening. You're going to feel like no one is going to love you, or that the people who are in your life don't actually love you. You're going to be moving and grooving in a very low state of being. But by understanding and working with these very powerful energy centers, you and I can unlock your full potential and manifest that positive change that you are absolutely worthy of right absolutely fucking now. So what is the significance of chakras as energy centers, and what are they? I want you to think of them, and I've talked about this on other podcasts, so if you've already heard this, that's okay. We're just going to get a refresh. If this is your first time, listen up, take notes, and take a deep breath in. I want you to think of them as spinning wheels or vortexes of energy. Think of them from the root of your spine, actually from the bottom of your feet, but going into the earth, that's your root, going all the way up your energetic body. And each chakra is associated with a specific quality, a specific function, and areas of our lives. So when our chakras are balanced and harmonious, energy flows freely, leading to a sense of well-being, of positivity, of vitality, you just become a motherfucking magnet. But I want to talk about the connection between the chakras and the affirmations, the colors that they represent, the food, and even some crystals. And so now here's where it gets even more interesting for us. Each chakra is not only associated with a specific quality, but it's also linked to a very specific affirmation. It has a very specific color. It has a food, and yes, crystals. And when you are connected with these, it provides within our ability to manifest a variety of tools to align and activate our chakras facilitating the desires and the manifestations with our own intentions. And I want you to understand that if you've been using the I am affirmation or I do or whatever it is, you're not doing anything wrong. But baby, listen to me right now, my beloved. You're bigger than that. You got more that you can do. You have more that you can call in. And I want to delve into these affirmations based on the root chakra in each individual chakra system. So you're not just manifesting in one chakra, but all those discs are spinning. You're vibrating at a higher state of reality. And therefore, the field of energy circulating those atoms that we understand in quantum physics is how we manifest becomes intensified. So I want to start by discussing that affirmations are positive statements that we repeat to ourselves, reinforcing and empowering beliefs and intentions. But by aligning those specific affirmations with each and every chakra, what are we going to do? Well, I'll tell you, we can directly influence the energy flow, let it go within that chakra body. And when we speak these affirmations with intention and conviction, we program our subconscious mind to support our desired manifestations. So let's talk about the colors and why they're associated with the chakras, just to get you up to speed. Because colors play a really vital role in the chakra healing and activation. You see, each chakra is associated with a specific color which resonates with its unique energy frequency. Thank you, Dolly. By incorporating these colors into your environment, by wearing them in clothing, by visualizing, we can stimulate and balance our colors. And this way, we have a profound impact on the emotions, the thoughts, and the overall energetic state, which further helps us and assists us as we go through these manifestation journey. You see, you incarnated here onto Earth, the teaching planet, in your divine life path number, in your house, in your astrology house, and in your whichever it is you believe in, creator reality, to understand how to manipulate energy and co-collaborate with your creator, right? So let's break it down. So let's discuss the connection between food and our chakras. It's the same connection with gas in our cars. And just as colors carry energy, so does food. Each chakra is nourished by a specific food that aligns with its energetic properties. So as we start to discuss these, if one of your chakras seems to be blocked in a specific area, you could then eat that specific food, wear that specific color, use this new affirmation, and really remove those blocks. You see, here at Manifesting Miracles, I am not ever gonna fucking gatekeep. I want you to win, win, win. The universe wants you to succeed, succeed, succeed. The universe understands that for you to be in your highest vibrational state, you're going to need a little bit of bling, bling, cha-ching, ching, money, money, moolah, whatever you want to call it, to be in your freest state. But that's the least of what you're doing here. You're here to remove these blocks, forgive big things, let go of our history, and live in a free, a loving, and a beautiful state of being. And by consuming these foods mindfully and with appreciation, we can support the health and the vitality of each and every chakra. And when our chakras are well nourished, our energy centers are empowered, they're enabling us to manifest our desires instantly and even more effortlessly. And so I want you to understand why I'm breaking these down, because I want you to understand the system. And lastly, I want to explore the role of crystals in the chakra work. Crystals are powerful energetic tools that have been used for fucking centuries, man. And in the Bible alone, if you've ever read it, it's a great book. There's over 250 different verses on manifesting. They talk about using these how the archangels use crystals to empower people on earth in their shields to protect them from spiritual warfare. Crystals have been used for centuries to enhance spiritual practices and healings. And each chakra has a very specific crystal associated and carrying these unique vibrational frequencies that can activate, balance, and harmonize our energy centers is something you have to explore. You have to just think for a second. In a world that didn't need anything else, everything is perfect in its own reality. Bee did not need to learn how to get pollen from a plant. An elephant never needed to learn how to grow tusks or have babies. All of these things here on the earth are self-sufficient. Why would we be using and needing crystals if they weren't meant to help? And each chakra's specific crystal carries that unique vibration. So by wearing it, meditating with it, placing the crystals on specific energy centers in our body, we can amplify the energy of our chakras, which then supports the manifestation process. So now let's tie it all together, right? So how does the connection between the chakras and the affirmations and the color and the food and the crystal all help us manifest? Well, I'm going to break it down for you. You see, by aligning and balancing our chakras, we create a harmonious, energetic foundation within our body, within our physical body. And this balanced energy allows us to raise our vibration. You're always hearing everybody on every situation and every platform. You got to raise your vibration. You got to raise your vibration. You got to be a vibrational match. You got to be an energetic and vibrational match. Blah, 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 fucking blah. And what does that mean? They're talking about your chakras. And when this is balanced, this energy allows us to raise our vibration and amplify those affirmations, amplify those intentions, and attract what we want into our life, and boom, just like that, we manifest it. And when this very important, powerful energy flow is blocked, and we are not in alignment and our energy doesn't flow freely, and removing blockages and facilitating the manifestation process is what I want to introduce to you today. So let's start with the very first chakra, our root chakra. So the root chakra is the foundation of our being. The color for this specific chakra is red, and it's associated with our root chakra, symbolizing stability and grounding. So if you don't feel very stable, if you don't really feel like, you're grounded, you're connected, like you're always a little antsy or a little bit off, it could mean that your root chakra is no longer in alignment, which, can cause some real problems in your reality. And so you could start by understanding that the root chakra is associated with the element of earth, and that's why grounding is its key source. So get your feet into the earth, spend some time in the sunshine, and understand that putting your ionic bodies onto the earth is going to balance those chakras. I live in St. Pete, Florida, on the beach. And there's the ocean is right behind my house. So every day I see manatees and stingrays and dolphins and striped fish and boats and boaters and kayakers and whatever. And I have sand underneath my grass. So whenever you get to the beach and you're standing in the ocean water with the sand, there are so many negative ions on the beach that it ends up balancing and grounding you 10 times higher than any other type of ground. The only other place that this works is in the mountains. The next best place is the desert. And then, of course, if you're in the city, you want to go to a park and put your feet into the grass. So I want you to understand that the solar plex, I'm so sorry. I was getting off track. I'm sorry. I was touching my solar plex. So I want to talk about the importance of incorporating red foods like beets and apples and how they support your root chakra, because those foods and those colors are carrying the vibration of that color. And everything is energy, everything. So when we understand that if we're off balance and we ground ourselves and we eat more apples or we start red foods into our diet, we're highlighting and balancing that root chakra, boy, we're going to start jetting off. And so a good crystal to use for that particular chakra is a red jasper or a garnet, because it supports the root chakra. So what are affirmations that you can do when you want to open up your root chakra, when you don't really feel like you're connected to it? You could start with, I am grounded and secure. I'm connected to the earth and its energy. I am worthy of abundance and prosperity. I am safe and protected. Now let's get talking into and I don't know how to say it, but it's like the Savadista. So we here in the continental US, we call this our sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is the chakra that's the center of creativity and emotions. So if you're not feeling like your creativity is flowing like it used to, if you're feeling like your emotions are out of whack, then you're probably off in your sacral chakra. So what is the color of that? Well, the color that is associated with our sacral chakra is orange, and it represents passion and vitality. Okay. And so the sacral chakra is connected to the element of water. So I'm a water sign. When my emotions are off and I'm not in my most creative state, I know that my sacral chakra is completely off. So if that happens, I'm going to start working the dynamics of my sacral chakra. What does that mean? I'm going to start incorporating oranges into my diet, carrots, and I'm going to start really focusing in on the sacral chakra. I might even use some crystals like an orange calcite or maybe carnelian for the sacral chakra. And really understand that specific chakra needs a different vibration than what I'm giving it right now, and that it's out of alignment. So no matter what you're doing in this reality, your alignment, and that's why I have every January a 6-week course called Alignment Exposed, because alignment is everything. So if your sacral chakra is off, the affirmation for the sacral chakra is, I feel. Why? What did we just say? Emotions, vitality, creativity, water. If you're a water sign, if you're a Cancer, if you're a Scorpio like me, if you're a Pisces, you understand that you feel things in a way that just really is intensified. So if you're all the way in a very strong, intensified state, then you're feeling it, okay? So in that present affirmation for the sacral chakra to clean that energy up, you're going to say, I feel. So you could say, I feel pleasure and joy in every aspect of my life. What's another one? I embrace my emotions and I express them freely. I feel in touch with my sensuality and my creativity. And see, if you're a water sign, you understand that you're very passionate, you're very sensual, and you're very creative. So when you're not feeling sensual and you're not feeling creative and you're a water sign, you can feel very, very, very down. And I feel myself experiencing intimacy and healthy relationships. Now, because there are a couple of chakras, I'm going to try to go through these as quickly as I can, and we're going to go over just by a little bit. So if you need to pause this and come back to it, don't worry, my love. You can listen to this over and over and over again. So let's go into the third chakra, which is our solar plex. And the solar plex is the source of personal power and confidence. So if right now you're coming out of a really bad situation, a really bad relationship with work or a friend or a family member, or even with yourself, or maybe you've lost something or someone, this seat of power that's held within the solar plex is that personal power and confidence. So if you don't feel confident and you don't feel like you're a superhero in your own life, I want you to understand that it's probably your third chakra, your solar plex chakra, your solar plex chakra. Now, when I say solar plex chakra, what's the first thing you think of? The sun is solar, right? So we're going to use the color yellow, and the yellow is the energy that is held within the solar plex chakra. And it symbolizes self-esteem, self-empowerment, confidence, all that goody stuff. And the solar plex chakra is directly associated with the fire element. So if you're a fire sign and your sign does not necessarily represent that specific chakra, you can be out of alignment in any chakra. It's not based on your astrology sign. But if you are a fire sign, you're going to understand this one a little bit deeper. I want you to understand that incorporating yellow foods like bananas and yellow peppers and lemons will support this energy and bring back and restore and unblock your self-esteem, your self-power, and your confidence. But how do we turn that up with a crystal? Well, I'm about to tell you. So let's start with a little citrine. Oh, that's my favorite crystal in the world. I have citrine in my in the little pyramid of copper to recharge right by my power center in my house. I have citrine in my purse to protect and amplify my money. I have it in my money corner. And I always keep it in my bra. So if you keep your crystals on you physically, you know what I mean. If you're a guy, maybe you keep it down in your, what do you call those? Boxer shorts? No, like the tighty whities. No, I forgot what they're called. But the long ones. In fact, I just saw some men underwear the other day. I sent this to my brother. They have a new pair of underwear that's like a bra for the balls, because like the older that men get, their balls start to hang low and they like stick to the side of their legs. You know, I've got 5 brothers and I was married and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I've heard it all. And, maybe you can put your crystal down there in the ball sack if you have a little ball hammock. I don't know. But the crystals that would help you other than citrine is going to be like a tiger's eye, because it supports all of the frequencies of that particular solar plex. Now, what is the radiation, the vibration of the solar plex chakra? Well, what did we talk about in the beginning? Confidence, self-esteem, power. So if you're not feeling those things, your affirmation should be changing with the desire that you want. You can't say I am when you're doing I feel. So what's the next one? I do. I do. Now you understand, right? So that empowered solar plex chakra is the I do chakra. And so I do what brings me joy and fulfillment. I do take action towards my goals with confidence. I do embrace my personal power, all right? I do manifest success in all areas of my life. You know why? Because you listen to Manifesting Miracles with this badass host, Michelle Juanita Lamont. And I am so fucking proud of you for showing up day after day, week after week, month after month. But sometimes you need a little help past the microphone. Sometimes what you need in your reality is more Michelle. And I've made it really easy for you to do this. First, I have digital courses. Anybody can take these. And if you haven't signed up to support the show by doing a digital course, now is the time. I have 3 digital courses right now. And the first one that I would start with, you can get all 3. If you buy them individually, it's $500. But if you buy them in a bundle, they're $199 US. That's right. You get a video every single day, detailed instructions. And if you go to my website, you're going to find that a lot of people have been transformed already by doing it just on their own. So what I want you to do is start with Imposter Syndrome, that course first. Then I want you to go into Fear is a Motherfucking Liar, and then the Lucky Girl Syndrome, and this is non-sexual. It's I can't think of the name at this moment. The pronoun. It's not a pronoun related. It was just a trendy word, so I used it. It's just about learning how to call in your highest power. After that, you can take one of my classes, one of my courses. My next live course is going to start at the end of July, and that's going to be a 30-day manifestation boot camp going from A to Z. But if you're ready to get started and change your life right fucking now, I'm going to ask you to put your hand on your heart as we expand into our heart chakra energy. Anahata is the name of our heart chakra. And put your hand on your heart and hear me when I say this. You are only 6 weeks away from changing your whole fucking life. 6 weeks away. I have somebody who just put on, they just started on the 6 weeks to success, and she wrote a review on my podcast. She had been doing realty for December, January, February, March, April, May. Almost 5 months and had yet to close a deal. She knew she was bright. She knew she was smart. She knew that she was a closer. She knew she could do it, but she was just a half a hair away vibrationally from understanding what it was that was her block. So I said, the second you invest with me, everything fucking changes, because the universe sees that you are sick and tired of playing small and you're going to step into that higher power. Well, when she wrote the review, in the first week of 6 weeks to success with yours truly, meeting 1 hour every week and having homework assignments, and you have full access to me 24 hours a day for 6 weeks. No gatekeeping, no limited me. You get everything, all access. What do you think happened? This amazing, powerful being, she manifested not closing her first deal, but 2 in the first freaking month. On top of that, she had been in and out of relationships that were not looking for a serious thing. She was like, Michelle, I want to sell these houses. I want to sell my brand. She works for a very incredible hair growth company called Monet. I love that company. It's wonderful. And all the ladies who work with them, powerful manifestors. And she was like, I know I can increase my downline. I know I can increase my team. I just feel blocked. And within 1 week of working with me, she manifested 2 deals that she closed. And she went on her first date in almost a year. And you know what the significant other person said to her? They're looking for a long-term relationship out the gate. Man, she is about to blast off into the stratosphere, and we're only on week 3, okay? So let's dive into our 4th chakra, which is our heart chakra. And the heart chakra is the center of love and compassion and connection. But the heart chakra has 2 different levels. It has an upper level and a lower level. And the upper level is green and the lower level is pink. And the heart itself has 44,000 neurons. It is a powerful conductor of electric vibration. And so the color that is associated with the heart chakra is green because it represents love and harmony. It also is represented by the color pink. But today I'm going to focus on the upper heart instead of the lower heart by describing the color green and telling you that any variation of green will work, whether you're wearing it or you're eating it or you're holding it. So it is holding the element of air. So if you're an air sign and you're not able to really have that love in your life, that compassion with others, and that connection in this world, it means that your heart chakra is blocked, my love. And I want to help you so much. And I want the element of air to be understood, that you are open and that you are airy and that you are light. You're not heavy. You're not depressed. You're not incumbent. You're not procrastinating. And the importance of this is understanding that when you're eating these green foods like, kale and spinach and broccoli, which I'm not a big fan of broccoli. I'm more of a Brussels sprouts and green beans kind of vegan. That you start to support that heart chakra on an energetic level. Your heart's going to feel that you're eating for it. It's going to feel that you want to open up those connections. It's going to feel that you want to open up that vibration. And then you're going to call in a crystal, and you can use both pink and green for this one. So you can use a rose quartz crystal if it's your lower heart of the chakra, or if it's your upper heart, you can use like green aventura or jade to open up and amplify that intention and that vibration. So what is the affirmation that you would use instead for the heart? Any guesses? I bet you know. I bet you guessed already. I love. I love is the affirmation for the heart. So we would go something like, I love and accept myself unconditionally. I love and have compassion for myself and others. I love and forgive myself and others with an open heart. I love and am connected to the universal flow that is within me. And let me explain something. You can love and forgive somebody with an open heart and walk away from them completely. No harm, no foul. You've made your choices, and I honor that, and you are free to go on your path. And I've made my choices, and I'm going to honor that, and I'm free to go on my path. Don't feel that just because you've accepted or you're going to forgive somebody, or you're going to remove somebody from your reality because the universe has shown you what their path is versus your path, that you're required to stay along and watch and participate in the rest of this relationship. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. I say this with the most honor, respect, and love for these people. But when I know, and the universe shows me, that somebody that was in my life, that was in my heart chakra, that was in my solar plex, that was in my root, that was in that vibrational state and had cleared everything through my third eye all the way up to my crown chakra, are revealed as a different type of vibration with an open and loving heart, I will let them go. And people feel that time is a reason to stay connected to something. But time is an illusion. It's something in the 3D. And forgiveness isn't for the other person. Forgiveness, no matter what the thing was, no matter what happened, no matter who they are, no matter what they did, forgiving them frees you. Forgiving them elevates you. Forgiving them raises your vibration no matter what. Now, if you're having a hard time speaking up for yourself, speaking about your truth, speaking in a higher vibrational state, then baby, the Visadula or the throat chakra is all blocked up in you, baby. But that's all right. You're here with the queen of manifesting, baby. The bitch that can do it all. I am a motherfucking manifesting manifester, and so are you. And everything is always working out for us. Your angels and your guides led you to this podcast, and although this one's going to be a little bit longer than the norm, it's going to be worth it. So introducing the throat chakra as the center of communication and self-expression is what I want to do today. And this chakra is associated with the color blue. So symbolizing clarity, symbolizing speaking up, symbolizing self-expression. And whenever I find somebody who can't really speak up for themselves in a relationship, speak up for themselves at work, speak up for themselves in friendships and whatever it is, the first thing I do is like, hey, you got to start wearing blue. Put a blue scarf around your neck. Wear blue shirts. Put a blue crystal around your neck. Eat blueberries. Eat blue grapes. Support that throat chakra. And this is the element of sound. And so some of the crystals that you could use would be like, the lapis lazuli, I think is what it's like. It's like a lazuli, or even blue lace agate. This supports the throat chakra. You can put them on a necklace. You can make a choker out of it. You can wear it under yourself at work and right under your shirt. So when that idiot boss comes in because you haven't manifested your next reality yet, and you're still in your 3D vibrational state, you find yourself being able to do that. So it would obviously, come on now, I bet you've already guessed, haven't you? What would be the affirmation for your throat chakra? I speak. That's right. So you can't use all these other affirmations when you have these chakras that are blocked. It doesn't make vibrational sense. So you're just going to be I-aming to death, and you're never going to fucking get it right. So when you speak, you're going to speak. I speak my truth with clarity and confidence. I speak authentically and assertively. I speak and communicate effectively. I speak my manifestations into reality. Now I'm going to try to go fast with these next couple to not make this the longest podcast in history, all right? The next one's going to be our third chakra, or anja. And so the third eye chakra is one of my favorites, and the third eye is the center of intuition and inner vision. Until you have that third eye really situated, your visualizations are going to be weak. Your manifestations and your inner visions are going to be slow. You might even be doing what is a vision board, a low-key vision board, and just go slow as the vision board. I can't do vision boards because I manifest too fast, but there is a vision board that you can do, and we'll go into that in another class. But I speak. Okay, let's talk about the third eye. And so when we're talking about the intuition and the inner vision, we're going to be thinking of the color indigo. And indigo is associated with our third eye chakra, and it represents insight and wisdom. And it's the element of light. And if you're discussing how to incorporate these kinds of foods into our realities, you're going to be talking about doing, again, blueberries and blackberries. Those are really great. Elderberries, opening up that third eye chakra. You can also use your finger and scoop it out energetically. You're just going to make like an ice cream scoop with your hand, and you're going to pretend like you're digging out your third eye, and you're going to throw it down to the ground, and you're going to do it with your other hand, and you're going to make an ice cream scoop into your ovary third eye, and you're going to throw it down into the ground every night before you go to sleep. So that way your visions in your sleep are a lot more clearer and connected into your astral celestial body as you, astro project yourself into your original home planet and into that reality. So what are some of the crystals that are going to help you with that? Well, obviously amethyst and lapis. They both support the third eye chakra, and I would very heavily suggest that you put that on your third eye. I have a couple of crowns that are I have crowns, so what, that I wear, and one of them is made just of all amethysts. And so it's this big, huge amethyst, and it's other ones, and it just goes across the front of my brain, or the front of my skull, front of my face. And I'll wear that when I'm meditating, and I had it specially made for myself. So what would represent the third eye? Have you guessed it yet? I bet you have, because if you're listening to this podcast, you've probably written a review, right? You went into Apple, you wrote a review that you're obsessed, 5 stars, you listen to it every day, you love Michelle, you're going to support the podcast. The most important thing you can do is share it with everybody you know. I'm going to require that you share it with 5 people. Put it in your group text. Post it on your social media. Tag me on TikTok at Michelle J. Lamont _ Tag me on Instagram at Michelle J. Lamont. Go to my website, write a positive review, michellejlamont.com. But if you haven't guessed what that third eye chakra affirmation energy would be, I am actually shocked. It is what? I see. That's right, baby. I see beyond the physical and trust my intuition. I see that I'm open to receiving divine guidance and wisdom. I see that I'm in tune with my inner vision and knowing. I see my thoughts and actions are within my higher self. Now, as we wrap up and get to the last chakra, which is our crown chakra, our top tier chakra, the Mac Daddy chakra, and when you've unlocked and opened up all those blockages, the crown chakra is just it. The crown, the piece de resistance, like African American Black people, they always say that their hair is their crown, and it is. And it's interesting because Black people are the only people on earth whose hair grows towards God. Their crown is very spiritual, and I'm very particular about who touches my crown. I don't want anybody touching my hair or my crown energy that I don't fully trust. So it's very, very specific to me and very particular to me specifically. So when you are talking about the crown chakra, what are we talking about? We're talking about spirituality. We're talking about the divine. We're talking about the higher source, the God center energy. Now, if you don't believe in God and you call it Gaia, maybe you're Buddhist, maybe you're Sikh, maybe you're Jewish, maybe whatever your religion is. So the divine higher being is what I'm talking about. So what is the color of your crown chakra? Well, let's just kick it back to the queen of everything, Miss Oprah Winfrey. It's the color purple. That's right. Violet, purple, any hues of that symbolize spirituality. It's spiritual. It symbolizes enlightenment. You'll notice in a lot of churches that the priests and the ministers and the deacons and all the rabbis and the clerics will wear purple because it's the ultimate crown chakra energy color, and it's the element of consciousness. Isn't that fucking powerful? And so by incorporating violet foods like grapes, and even white will also work whenever you can't use another color. You can use white, so you could use coconuts, coconut milk, coconut water, coconut shavings, coconut itself, coconut juice, to amplify that thing. And it's kind of funny. I just thought about it right now. I literally drink 33 ounces of coconut water every day. It was like intuition. I just connected it right now when I'm talking about this. And I have a crown. I also have a crown made completely of those clear quartz and amethysts for this chakra. So what would be the affirmation, the way that if you've cleared all of the other chakras and you're really in your highest vibrational state, and I'm talking about super manifestors that can do 5-10K like me instantly, that you can teach this, that you can prove by your receipts, not by your fucking opinion. I'm so sick and tired of all these fucking people saying, oh, I'm a manifestation coach, I'm a spiritual leader, I'm a beauty connoisseur, whatever the fuck you are today. Where are your receipts? Why are you out here giving advice? Who the fuck are you, right? And I'm tired of all these people saying, oh, I can do this. I can do this. Why? Why can you do that? Where's the proof in the pudding? What is that crown chakra affirmation? I understand. And I give them latitude because they're just trying to help. I don't mean to be, I'm like joking when I say that stuff. So don't take me too seriously. You have to understand, I'm always tongue in cheek here, right? You're going to hear the F-bomb. You're going to hear me tell jokes. You're going to hear me tell stories. But the most important thing for you to know is I do it all with love. And if anything that I say offend you, then you need to work on a chakra. So I understand the interconnections of all things. And when I understood, I became a vegan. I became an animal and an earth activist because I understand that I am open to receiving divine energy and higher consciousness. I understand that I'm aligned with my higher purpose and my divine wisdom. I understand that I transcend limitations and I'm connected to my infinite being. So I want you to understand that each chakra is associated with an energy point, a color, a crystal, an affirmation, and a food. I want to encourage you to incorporate these different chakra affirmations related to the different ways that you're manifesting in this reality, my beloved, because this is a holistic well-being way of learning. I love Reiki masters. There's a client of mine who's a hairdresser and a Reiki master, Vanessa, who is unbelievable. And she did Reiki on me, and I got to call her again. So here she is. She's touching the crowns of all these people doing her hair, and she's a Reiki master. Banj, that's a powerful ass bitch. So when you're holistically manifesting, when you're tapping into every single different vibration, you are now creating in a very different vibrational point of attraction. And before we close up for the day, and before we end this very powerful podcast where you and I shared this intimacy, shared some stories, I want you to sign up for my next course. I want you to take my digital classes. I offer 1-hour calls, 90-minute calls. I have digital products. I have a shadow book of 365 days shadow book coming out, and I have a way for you to meditate with me every single day. And the first way is going to be how to manifest with money. So I'm going to share this with you if you're on my newsletter list. So get in the newsletter. It's free. You just go to michellejlamont.com and sign up. And in that moment, you'll get my ebook instantly. But before we do anything else, I want to say how much I deeply appreciate you. I appreciate that you're giving and sharing your energy with me. And in that appreciation, I want you to know that every Sunday, I do a candle practice for everybody who's ever spent $1 or a dime with me. Anybody who's ever shared my podcast, and anytime you share my podcast on social media or you write a review for me, I specifically set time aside to speak your name energetically. And I have so much appreciation for everything that you do to raise the vibration of the planet and to help everybody here on the teaching planet called Earth raise their vibrational point of attraction. So before I say goodbye, I want to say I love you, I thank you, I need you, and I absolutely believe wholeheartedly that you are the creator of your reality and everything is always working out for you. All right, producers, cue that music for this long ass motherfucking podcast. But stay tuned. I have a quick message that I want you to hear right now, baby. Until next time, listen to the podcast each and every single day and let's get it cracking, baby. Mwah. Thanks for listening to this episode of Manifesting Miracles. Now it's time for you to take action I invite you to hang out with me just a little bit more by signing up for my newsletter. You'll get instant exclusive access to the practices that will chart your own path to abundance and yes, spark that highest version of you. Head to the show notes right now so you don't miss a thing. Now listen, I fucking believe in you. And it's now time for you to win, win, win! Yes! Yes!